What's going on, YouTube? Claic Yuzolt back again with another Final Fantasy Brave Exvius video, and in today's video we have Fullmetal Alchemist, my favorite anime, coming back into FFBE, and thank goodness they gave him a ton of global buffs, which we don't know exactly what they're doing yet, but I'm going to cover all of that and more. We have some exciting news about another Square game too. Let's get into it. Alright guys, before we start talking about FMA, which you guys know I want to talk about, I do need to bring up Reincarnation. The mobile Nier game just hit pre-registration on both iOS and Android. If you guys want to check that out, you can see here it has a tentative iOS date of November. I don't think there's any way we have to wait that long, but hey, stranger things have happened. If you guys want to pre-register for this and you need to search it and you're not finding it, remember to put in the brackets in Reincarnation. That's very important. It's doing pretty well in Japan, making a lot of money. A lot of people like it. It's like a lot of autoing in it, kind of like War of the Visions, but it's going to be a good time, and I am going to be covering it, so make sure you guys pre-register so we can get those rewards. Also, pre-register for My Hero Academia. We're almost at the free 10 pool, which will help with the re-rolling, so make sure you guys get in there and do that. So, talking about Fullmetal Alchemist here in FFBE, you know I'm going to be excited about it. I recently just watched Fullmetal Alchemist all the way through, and then also Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood, and I am so excited to have this come out right then. It is by far my favorite anime, and honestly, you guys can argue with me on this. I think it's the best anime ever made. The characters are just that good. We can see we're getting a new dual unit in Edward and Alphonse Elric. We're getting King Bradely. We're getting Roy Mustang Neo Vision Awakened, which I don't think I own either of those because it took me so long to get Ed Now last time. We get Greed. We get Envy. Oh my gosh. And then there's the old Ed Now with Riza and Winry. And I'm really sad that Greed and Envy did not get NVAs. And the reason I say that is you could have Ling turned into Greed and you got an Envy turned into the monster form. That would have been sick. That would have been amazing and really easy to make. Well, probably not really easy to make, but I mean, it goes with the flow of what an NVA would be, right? So it looks like the banner is going to be really good, at least in my opinion. It says feature units not guaranteed. Obviously, after you saw what happened with Luna Freya, that's how this game works. Every 11 summon, you're getting a 5-star NV unit, but then after that, after you perform 3 11 summons, you're going to get one for free, okay? And then you have to get 10 of them to exchange for a featured NV unit. So you're going to have your chance to go ahead and get Ed and Al. Dual unit if you do 8 summons. It's from what I understand, right? Because even the free ones should be able to give you tickets. So 8 11 pulls will get you Ed and Al. And that's not counting the coins you're going to get and all that good stuff along with summoning. And then hopefully your rainbows turn to NV and you ain't even got to go that far. You know what I'm saying? Scrolling on down, let's talk about Ed and Al. So Ed and Al are a little, look at how good they look transformed, dude. They look amazing. Ed and Al are a little late to the party. They're going to be a raid. Apparently this thing lasts for 3 weeks, this event. So you have a long time coming to save up some lapis and go for them if you'd like. You can see my lapis is down, but I haven't bought in a while, so we're going to be able to go in there and use my Amazon coins. They really weren't that surprisingly good in JP on release. They got overlapped by a lot of the characters. Here in Global they already have, but we're looking forward to a physical type attacker, obviously. We're looking forward to all of these global upgrades. It feels like every one of their abilities got this global upgrade on it, so I'm hoping, like Noctis, they're going to push them to a new level, allowing them to be used in a lot of teams, pairing them with Luna Freya. And then, you know, my Noctis just seems amazing on a team. Dude, I didn't know Final Fantasy 15 was going to make me so strong. Looking at the Super Trust Mastery reward, which is so good for the story of the anime, Winry's Earrings, Attack and Spirit 45, you get Fire, Lightning, Water, Earth resist by 50%. And then if it's on Ed Now, your MP is going to be 50% cut when you have to spend it. Not the greatest in the world, like not mind-numbingly amazing, like everybody has to get a hold of it, but it is really strong, very versatile, right? If you're going into Dark Visions or even the new stuff we're going to talk about, because we do have some new global exclusive content coming out, you're going to want to have that resistance on without slacking on maybe the attack and spirit that you may need to also make you a little bit more tanky and do damage. I think it's really good. 2 parts of one whole, amazing. Boost physical and damage against demons by 75% and boost attack by 30% when equipped with fist. The equipped with fist part is pretty weird to me. I wish that wasn't there, but the 75 to demons with the 30 attack to the fist. Hey, dude, true dual wield users are going to find a way to put a fist on anyway. The vision card, while also being amazing, it has little tiny baby Ed there. It is not, the art is amazing. The card itself is very lackluster in my opinion, up to attack 100, and then you get 50% LB damage on it. We've had this card before, so not that big of a deal. So I am going to personally do a review for Ed and Al when they get released with their global upgrades to see if they can stand up to the units we already have out, so that people that are kind of on edge, or not like me, fanatics of FMA, maybe they get them, maybe they don't. You know what I mean? I want to review that. Scrolling on down, we do get King Bradely to be Neovision Awakened, and again, the same thing, they're going to make them updated. We do get his Sword of Wrath and his eye patch being updated to be a little bit better if you had that before, and then we're going to have to just look and see what he gets with his NVA, because I'm pretty sure King Bradely, and correct me if I'm wrong in the comments below, was an NV in Japan. So this is going to be totally different to see how they actually awaken him here. And then Roy Mustang, my man, dude, it looks like I can get you on your knees after all. That's kind of a spoiler, but the thing's been out forever. I got to get him after I've watched all of FMA. They got me in my perfect hype mode because I just finished the whole entire series for a rewatch of both. And so I got to get all these units. Roy Mustang getting an upgrade as well. We'll have to see how strong they are. Fire finisher, which would be fantastic for me to have in my arsenal. And then we have Envy, and Envy's headband and then his TMR, not the best in the world in my opinion. Nothing too crazy, nothing too snazzy, but I want Envy on my squad. Sadly, again, no NVA like I talked about. And then we have Greed, one of the best characters of FMA. Hopefully he can do something pretty good. Let's look at his STMR though. I think this is actually okay to try to get. Activate a new vessel, boost defense by 70% and 30% chance of evading some physical attacks. So you have a high defense. I say high, it's 43. Greed's code. Okay, maybe some of these STMRs, I'm just trying to make them work. They didn't really put a lot of STMR, TMR hype on these, TMRs and STMRs for these units, but the units themselves, it's pretty much fanboying unless they buff Ed and Al and these other NVAs out the window. And I think the banner's actually okay to be summoning on, right? I think you get some good value here, or maybe I've just been gone playing other gotchas that aren't as good as FFBE right now with their rates. I'm not 100% sure. So we get to go into the Promise Day, which we all know what that means from Brotherhood, and we get to fight Gluttony here and whoop his ass at a raid, and we get some cool stuff. I love the art on all of the all Alphonse helm, all of the different stuff. Alphonse doll with a little kitty cat. He's hiding the kitty cat. You guys can get yourself some of this gear. Obviously doing the raid, I think it lasts for 3 weeks, so you're gonna have a long time to be doing this raid and farming out this event, so it's not gonna be that big of a deal too. Again, I talked about the vision card not being that great. At the very end, it has to be a Brotherhood unit and you get 50% LB. Not the greatest thing in the world, sadly, but we do get a free 10 pull every week, so hopefully Ed and Al pop out of there for you, which having free summons is always a reason to log in, you know what I mean? I think that's really their big thing that they want to have happening. They are going to have the $11.99 pull from what I understand, when you know your boy is doing that, because I love the $11.99 pull personally. They're going to have the exchange shop, and they're going to be giving away login bonuses, and I think they actually give 25 fragments instead of the 20 I think we're used to getting on these side units. I wish they would give us more for Ed now, but they really don't. That kind of sucks. And they don't show something I've been waiting on since coming really hard back into the game. Well, hard, as hard as I want to, is the Shard Dungeon, because I really need it for my Noctis. My Noctis is not NV +2 yet, or EX +2, and the only way I can get it is to get that dungeon, right? Or get lucky on an off-banner summon. I've already bought it from the VIP shop in case you wanted to tell me to do that. So I really need that to happen. I know you guys really want it to happen as well, so that's something we need to have happen in the game. That's what I want. So overall, I'm going to be doing a review for the Elric brothers. I'm going to be doing my summons Thursday, but it's going to be early. I'm probably going to be going live around 6, maybe even 5 p.m. Eastern, so look forward to that. If you're going to be summoning for these two boys, be sure to use my Amazon coins link down below. It helps me tremendously. My brothers and sisters out there, I need you to use that link. You have no idea how much it helps me to keep doing this as a content creator, and I just figured out that if you use my link, I figured it out like a month or two ago, but that I get some of it back, you know what I'm saying? And that has helped me tremendously to, be stable, and pay for my bills and stuff like that. So it's very cool. If you guys could use my link, I'd really appreciate it. So moving on to the next thing I want to talk about is the new type of event that's coming to global exclusive content, which is going to be like this Dark Visions-esque type of event where you're going to be based off of how much damage you've taken, how much chaining you do. It's kind of like a new updated Dark Visions for global only, and you also have this counter up on top that can swing one way or the other, depending on if you land debuffs, if you get hit, if you take damage. So it can swing in the favor of the bad guy, the enemy that you're fighting, or it can swing in your favor, and it does buff up or give certain things. Fujimoto-san said, it's going to be very cool. It's going to bring different strategies in. And as you go into the fight, you're going to be able to adjust how hard the fight is. So the harder you make it, the more points you can get, and the more I guess you would say, characteristics you put on the boss. I guess it's like the boss does X amount of more damage, or you know, you take X more damage. You know, I don't know what they're all going to be, but they're going to make it so that you can adjust the difficulty to how you want to finish it, get as high as a ranking as you can, and then you get ranking rewards at the end. I think this is a much better Dark Visions, and I really think this is Dark Visions +2. They said it's not going to be messing with Dark Visions too much. They're going to run on separate weeks, I guess, so half the month maybe Dark Visions, half the month this new global exclusive content. We're unsure of when it's coming, but I am excited to see them actually making some innovation to the game, and I'm excited to see how cool this is going to be running that, because I do like the ability to throttle back or turn it all the way on the difficulty, so you can really see how far you can go with your envy units. But if you're not quite there yet, you can still get some rewards by not making it as hard as you would think it might need to be. So I'm gonna be getting out of here, dudes. Love FMA, love been playing FFBE a little bit more lately. Like I said, I do have my Luna Freya here. She did finally get both +4s. It took me a little bit because I didn't have that many Luna Freya friends, but I ended up making it work. So she's seeming pretty strong, doing pretty well, and I'm enjoying it. And guys, remember to pre-register for My Hero Academia, the strongest villain, strongest hero, and then also for Nier Reincarnation, because those games are going to be big and you guys are going to enjoy them, and I'm going to be covering them on the channel. So if you guys like this video, give it a thumbs up, comment down below if you're going for the Elric brothers and how you feel about Nier. Are you pumped for it? Subscribe for future content, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.